All right, let's talk about your Dallas Mavericks now. They're planning a new arena at Valley View, but will they actually end up there? I think the headline today said it all. Questions swirl at Valley View. Dallas Business Journal reporter Mike Albanese is here to talk with us about this. That's the headline that sits atop your new article about this. You've really been looking into it, and a lot of people heard, oh, they picked Valley View, that's said and done. Okay, we'll wait for the arena, but not so fast.
Exactly, pretty much not so fast. I think what we found in our reporting is there is a lot of skepticism around the arena site in Valley View. The arena site has a lot of positives and a lot of people that are very questionable whether or not that location is the best place for a multi-billion-dollar sports and entertainment district.
For one, it doesn't have any DART rail service going to it. It's not in the urban core and all of that too. We heard criticisms when this was first done. A lot of people, might half pay attention to these things, and they heard that that was a done deal. But in reality, the Mavs don't have to make a decision about that site anytime in the extremely near future.
Or in the far distant future. They don't have to make a real decision until 2028. So they still have a long runway to make an actual decision on closing on that land. They, of course, make those monthly payments through their subsidiary, through the Mavericks legal team. But they have a long way to go before they actually make a decision on closing on that deal. And to your point, a lot of the questions around that site, it's the mass transit that it lacks, for like the AAC does with DART, the density that downtown has, and also the location of it being in a mid-suburban neighborhood it was described to us. So not exactly ideal location for an arena and sports district, especially when considering the alternatives are downtown.
And another thing I really liked about your article is it kind of pulls back the curtain a little bit and shows some of this friction that's going on between the partners who own the team as well about, what the future direction needs to be as far as where the arena goes and how it happens.
Absolutely. I think a lot of this came about due to Mark Cuban, now minority owner, really began a legal battle with the Dumont and Adelson family of Las Vegas Sands, questioning the makeup of the intermediate, looking at the arena development at Valley View. And I believe in those legal documents, the Mavs legal representation called Valley View, quote, purely exploratory, which raised a lot of questions in our mind about whether or not they're serious about it. And to give them credit, the Mavericks say they're serious. They insist on they are doing their due diligence. They are planning for Valley View. But a lot of those legal documents and a lot of our real estate sources say if you have options, you're not committed. And that's kind of where we are at now.
And they have options, so therefore. Let's talk a little bit about downtown Dallas, because this came, as we're hearing these flurry of reports about different entities leaving downtown Dallas, headed for the suburbs and other cities. Downtown Dallas may not end up losing out here after all. Everything keeps on, it seems like, looping right back to Dallas City Hall again, because its fate hasn't totally been determined at this point. And your article really goes in to some depth here about how that could still be a thing.
Absolutely. It's one of those never-ending storylines of Dallas City Hall and the Mavs and the will they or will they not. And I think that storyline will continue the next few weeks. The city council is going to have some items later this month on whether or not to or actually be presented potential options for relocation of City Hall. I know they'll be voting on items of lowering the threshold on real estate transactions, like leaving City Hall, making that process easier. So this is not a topic that'll go away anytime soon. Of course, the Mavericks, City Hall, tied to that site for so many months leading into that June decision for Valley View. So I don't think City Hall downtown is out of the question just yet. I think a lot of what our reporting kind of highlights.
How long do you think it'll be before we have a really clear picture of where this is really going? Does anybody know that at this point?
That's a good question. I know City Manager Kim Tolbert has said that she does not want the City Hall process going on past August. They have some planned meetings the 19th, 25th, and 26th. So we should hopefully get some clarity on City Hall by the end of the month. But like we said, there's still till 2028 to legally close on that land on Valley View if they want to move forward.
All right, we're going to have you back for this one. This saga just keeps on going. If you'd like to read more about it, check out the Dallas Business Journal online. Mike Albanese putting together a tremendous article today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.